Hi guys, Jack here and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and you are watching The Doctor's Diary. So, the topic of today's video is steelbooks. This is going to be a very special video today because I'm going to be doing my first proper collection video showing you everything that I own of a certain type of item. And in today's video, like I said, I'm going to be focusing on steelbooks. So I'm going to be showing you my entire Doctor Who steelbook collection. Now, I've been collecting steelbooks for years and years and years, and I have managed to get hold of pretty much almost every Doctor Who steelbook that has been released up to this date. There is still just one Doctor Who steelbook that has evaded me, which I will explain when we get to it. I love all of my Doctor Who steelbooks. I think the artwork on all of them is really good. Some is better than others, which I will then explain when we get to each and every single one. So how this is going to work is we're going to start with the classic series Doctor Who steelbooks, and then we're going to move into the modern era of steelbooks. Okay, let's begin. Okay, so how this is going to work. Firstly, I'm going to show off all the classic series Doctor Who steelbooks. Then I'll put a pause, and then I'll get my modern series Doctor Who steelbooks, and we will go through my modern Doctor Who steelbooks. So I'm going to show you my steelbooks, and if there's something interesting I want to point out about them, I will stop and I will talk to you about that. Okay, so the first steelbook in my collection is the first Peter Cushing Dalek film. So there is the steelbook, Doctor Who and the Daleks. So at the time they made two of these based on the first Doctor Who Dalek stories, so Doctor Who and the Daleks, and then Doctor Who, The Dalek Invasion of Earth. They made two movies starring Peter Cushing. This is a very, very nice steelbook. I really like it. Really, really good. And I keep all my steelbooks in these protectors. There you are. It's a very, very nice steelbook. The second steelbook then is Doctor Who, The Dalek Invasion of Earth, 2150 AD. Another beautiful steelbook that has similar artwork to this one, so they both match quite nicely. There's the front, and then there's the back, and the spines. Very, very nice. The next steelbook, I'm not a huge fan of the design of this steelbook, is Doctor Who, The Daleks in colour. So they decided to do a shortened version of the Daleks and put it on TV, where they edited it and, to try and shorten, because it is a very, very long 7-part story, so they tried to shorten that down. They did okay in parts, but there's other areas where it's not done very well, if I'm being honest. Like sometimes the music's way too loud and you can't hear the dialogue properly. Yeah, so it's not the best. And this steelbook, just having a Dalek on the front is kind of boring. There's a lot more you could have done. Could have had Skaro, the companions, the Doctor, and it just looks like they stretched this Dalek out. So I'm not a huge fan of this steelbook. Next is Galaxy 4. Very nice little steelbook. A Lost Story, which they've now fully animated. Very, very nice. That's the front. And that's the back. And all of these as well do include the a black and white version of the animation and a colour version of the animation as well. And if there's any existing parts, they usually include them on these steelbooks as well. The newest of the animation steelbooks, Doctor Who, The Celestial Toymaker, which came out obviously because of the Toymaker returning in the Giggle. Very unique animation style here. It's very Uncanny Valley as well. It's strange. It's a very strange steelbook animation that they did there. I like it, and I quite like the story as well. I definitely would rewatch this. I'd probably watch it in black and white to see how all the wacky animations look in without the colour, because the colour makes it obviously stand out a lot more. So there's the front, and there's the back. Very nice. The next is Doctor Who, The Power of the Daleks. Patrick Troughton's very first story, so the first post-regeneration story. Quite a nice little steelbook. This was very difficult to get at the time. It's not as difficult anymore. Still can be a little bit pricey, but if you can find it for a decent price, pick it up, because it is a beautiful story and it's definitely worth adding to your steelbook collection. Then we've got Doctor Who, The Underwater Menace. Now, this one needed a full release because ages ago when the DVD range was being brought out, they did a rubbish release where they left, I think it's parts 1 and 4, with just rubbish recreation. It wasn't very good. The telesnaps, it was all very, very bad. They just sort of rushed it out to get it done. So it's nice that we got a full animation for it. Very nice artwork as well. I like the underwater setting of the sharks and the sea creatures in the background and all the seaweed. And it is very nice. There's the back. Next is Doctor Who, The Macra Terror. A very nice steelbook. I wasn't always a massive fan of this particular story, but the steelbook is very nice. There's the front. And there's the back. What's unique about this story, though, is this actually does include Gridlock from the new series. They decided to add in Gridlock because that is the other appearance of the Macra. So that's a very nice addition for this set. Next is The Faceless Ones, which is the final story of Ben and Polly. Another very nice steelbook, all set in an airport. This steelbook is good because it's pretty much reversible art as well. So on this front it says travel your way, Earth's normal. And then on the back you get a slight glimpse of that here where Earth has changed and it actually says travel our way. And the bottom here is full of shadows as well. In fact, I'll pop a picture of it right by here for you. It's really, really good. I like reversible art like that so you can have two different sides. It's a decent story, but not one that I often put on. Nice artwork, though, on the steelbook. Next is Doctor Who, The Evil of the Daleks. I really, really love this steelbook. I love how the Emperor Dalek looks in this artwork here. And also, as you can see, based on my Comic-Con vlog, this is actually signed by Fraser Hines, who plays Jamie. And there's the back as well. It's very nice to actually have this story on steelbook. Like I said, have both the Dalek stories on steelbook for Patrick Troughton is great. And this was originally supposed to be the final time we'd ever see the Daleks. Obviously, that never ended up being the case. Next, Doctor Who, The Abominable Snowmen, which, as you can see, is also signed by Fraser Hines, who plays Jamie. The first of the two Yeti stories. It's not a bad story. It is a bit slow at times, but I don't mind it. That's the one thing about the 60s era of the show is sometimes the longer 6 to 8 part stories or even 7-parters that they can drag a little bit. But it's a pretty good story and I love that steelbook art. I love the snow and the mountains and the Yetis in the background. Then we have the other Yeti story, Doctor Who, The Web of Fear, set in the London Underground. We've got the TARDIS covered in a bit of webbing there. You've got the Yetis in the background. And then there's the back. Very nice. Only part 3 of this story is animated in a unique animation style similar to what they used for the Celestial Toymaker. At the time it was slated. It's still kind of slated to this day, but people sort of forgive it a little bit more now. It's because it's the first story of the Brigadier as well, and it's that part that's animated as well. The last Troughton story to get an animation so far on steelbook is Fury from the Deep. Now this one also is signed by Fraser Hines. His signature is underneath the J card. It's a very nice steelbook. I love the seaweed tendrils dragging the TARDIS under the sand. It's beautiful. And then there's the back with the Dr. Victoria and Jamie looking on. As I said, this is Victoria's final story, which is a very sad departure. Poor Jamie. Oh, you've got to feel so sorry for Jamie in this story. But yeah, beautiful artwork. I love the animation steelbook artworks. I can't wait to see what the next one's going to be. Next was quite a difficult steelbook to get hold of at the time. It still is quite difficult to get this steelbook, actually. It's because this was the very first classic Doctor Who story to get a Blu-ray release. This and the TV movie as well for Paul McGann. But yeah, Doctor Who Spearhead from Space, the first story for John Pertwee, a fantastic post-regeneration story. The Autons are probably more menacing in this than Terror of the Autons. It's hard for me to decide which is my favourite Auton story, but this one is really, really good. So you've got the Autons, you've got Liz, and you've got the Doctor, and you've got the meteorite falling down, which contains the nesting consciousness. Very, very good. And there's the back. Really, really nice steelbook. And then the final steelbook for the classic series then is the Fourth Doctor Adventure Shada. There's so many different versions of Shada out, and this one does contain both the 2003 webcast and also the 1992 VHS compilation edition, as well as its own unique edition. It's a very nice steelbook. The cartoon comic booky style is very, very nice. There's the front and there's the back. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful, gorgeous steelbook. So that's all of the classic series steelbooks that have been released so far. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put those away and I'm going to go grab my modern Doctor Who steelbooks, and we will then continue on with this steelbook collection. Be right back. Right, okay, so now that we've done the classic series, time to do the modern series. Starting with Doctor Who, the complete first series on steelbook. Now this is a very, very hard to get steelbook. It's going for ridiculous prices on eBay. You need to try and see if you can track this down for a much better price, because even though it's a glorious steelbook, beautiful artwork and a fantastic season, you don't really want to be forking out. Well, I've seen like this going for like £300 to £500 on eBay, and that's ridiculous. However, this is my copy. It is beautiful, and it is even signed by John Barrowman, Captain Jack Harkness at my most recent comic. Well, not my most recent, but one of my most recent Comic-Con at Comic-Con Wales earlier, a week or two ago. Brilliant steelbook, fantastic season. There's the front. And there's the back artwork. Beautiful artwork of the TARDIS. Bad Wolf written on the TARDIS and the Daleks out the front. And just a solid season overall. I absolutely love season 1. Beautiful. Love this steelbook. Then we've got Doctor Who, the complete Series 2 steelbook. Now this one, like season 1, also goes for quite a lot on eBay at the moment as well. It's ridiculous, the prices. I've seen this going for like £200 odd on eBay. And you don't really want to be paying those prices. You need to try and track it down if you can. It is a pretty nice steelbook. I'm not overly keen on the front. The images they use for the Doctor and Rose aren't my favourite. It's okay, but not brilliant. I do like the back artwork though. The Cyberman of the gun and the Daleks from the fight at Canary Wharf is brilliant. It's a fairly decent series as well. I do like Series 2. It's not my favourite David Tennant season, because I'm not a big fan of the whole lovey-dovey stuff that goes on between the Doctor and Rose. But overall, it is a very nice steelbook, so I definitely would grab it if you can. Next is Doctor Who, the complete third series on steelbook. This one you can get for a decent price. It's not too bad. The steelbook artwork is not too bad. It does look a little bit plain. Like, I think they could have had more characters maybe on this steelbook. Like, Captain Jack should have been included on this, because he's in the whole of the last 3 stories of this season. So I think having Captain Jack would have been nice. There is a gap, which you can see by the Doctor by here. That's because originally this steelbook had the wrong master on it. They actually put the master from the End of Time on it, which isn't from this series. So this whole steelbook had to be redone. There's the back with the Weeping Angels and the TARDIS and the correct version of the Master on it now. I quite like season 3. I just don't like how the Doctor treats Martha in this series. But other than that, I really love this series, and I do really like this steelbook art. Then we've got everyone's personal favourite season for David Tennant is Doctor Who, the complete season 4 steelbook. It is a very nice steelbook. I like that actually Donna sort of is a bit more forward than the Doctor here. They've given more attention to Donna, which is really, really nice. The 10th Doctor and Donna are a fantastic duo. So there's the front, and there's the back art. Beautiful artwork with the Supreme Dalek, Davros, another Dalek, you've got the TARDIS. It is very, very nice. I do really like the Series 4 steelbook art. It is a very nice steelbook. Then the final of the original RTD era steelbooks is Doctor Who, the specials, with you've got the Doctor there he's half regenerating on the front. This steelbook is quite hard to get hold of as well. This can go for a decent bit. So if you can try and get this for a lot cheaper, then I definitely would recommend it. I do quite like a lot of the specials. My favourite David Tennant story, Waters of Mars, is on this set. I really do like that story. It's got lots of good special features as well. Deleted scenes, commentaries, Doctor Who at the Comic Con 2009, David Tennant's video diaries. There's a lot on this set. It is really, really good. So, and a very nice looking artwork. I love the glow from the regeneration. It's brilliant. Then moving into the Matt Smith era now, we've got the complete Series 5 Steelbook. Beautiful artwork there, with like Vincent van Gogh art style in the background with the exploding TARDIS, because that's the whole theme of this. The TARDIS is blowing up. The Doctor and Amy there on the front, really nice. So there's the front. And there's the back. This is the first Steelbook where they started to get a bit busy, where they put lots of different characters on the back. Like, you got the Ironside Dalek, the Supreme Dalek, you got Rory as a Roman, got a Silurian, a Weeping Angel, River, Young Amy, the Crack. They started to go a bit heavy with the artwork from the Matt Smith series onwards on the back. I don't like it being too busy, but yeah, so that's the Series 5 artwork. Then we've got Series 6, which is quite nice artwork as well. The Doctor in his unique outfit with the cowboy hat, the Stetson. And you've got all the little tally marks here from all the times that you see the silence. I quite like that. And the green does suit this series. I don't know why, but green is very Series 6. And then there's the back again, quite a busy set of artwork with Idris, the Impossible Astronaut, the Doctor regenerating, you've got the silence. You know, they do go a bit over the top with the artwork, but it is overall a really nice Steelbook. I do really like this one. Next, we've got Doctor Who, the complete 7th series. They even went busy on the front. You've got the Doctor, Amy and Rory. You've got a dinosaur. You've got a Triceratops there. You've got Clara Oswald as a Dalek. You've got the little cubes from Power of Three. And obviously you've got the Statue of Liberty, Winter Key, and a Weeping Angel from Angels Take Manhattan. This Steelbook has two different artworks. You've got the front, which is Series 7A, and then the back, which is Series 7B, with Clara, the Leaf, you've got the Whispermen, you've got the Great Intelligence, you've got Ice Warrior, Cyberman, the Doctor in his new outfit. So you can flip the Steelbook and have whichever art you want. So you've got Series 7B and Series 7A. Then finally for the Matt Smith era, you've got the 50th Anniversary Special Steelbook. Very nice artwork. You know, having the 11th, 10th Doctor and the War Doctor on here. Got all the Daleks, Time War going on. You got Billy Piper again playing the moment, and then you got Clara. So there's the front. And there's the back with the TARDIS and Daleks exploding and lots of rubble. It's quite nice, and it features quite a lot of stuff on here. On here you do get you get the 5-ish Doctors. You've got the name, day, and time of the Doctor. You've got deleted scenes, Farewell Susan, Doctor Who at the Proms. You get Adventure in Space and Time in this set as well, which is really nice. Love the inclusion of that. Moving on into the Capaldi era then, we've got Doctor Who, the complete 8th series. Quite a basic standard Steelbook. You've just got the Doctor and Missy, the new version of the Master on here. And you've got lots of writing and cogs, which is very 12th Doctor-esque. So there's the front. I like the purple as well. And then there's the back again. They went for the busy look with Clara, Rusty, Danny Pink, Kate, Osgood, Cybermen. Yeah, it is very busy, but it's a very nice Steelbook nonetheless. I do like the Series 8 design. Now, I don't actually own Series 9. That is the one Steelbook missing from my collection, unfortunately. So we're going to have to move straight on to Series 10, because Series 9 is way too expensive to buy at the moment. We've got Series 10, very nice artwork. It's just the Doctor on the front and Bill Potts on the back. This is actually my favourite series of all of the modern era, then Season 1 of Christopher Eccleston. I love Season 10. It's absolutely brilliant, especially The World Enough in Time when the Doctor falls. Absolutely amazing story and gorgeous artwork. I like the simplicity that they go with, just Doctor and Companion. Jodie Whittaker's era now then, with complete Series 11. Now, I don't like this artwork at all. It's like the teaser artwork for the series, just the silhouette of Jodie and the TARDIS in the background. And then on the back, you've got the silhouettes of the companions. It's a bit too basic. There's basic and then there's extremely basic. Not a big fan of using the teaser artwork for this. Series 12 Steelbook, I quite like this one a lot more. You've got the fire in the background, you've got the burning Gallifrey. This one's actually signed by Sacha Dhawan. I met him at a Comic-Con last year in Cardiff, so I'm very glad to get Sacha to sign this. Much better Steelbook. Then you've got the companions on the back. Do really like this artwork. Yeah, that's Series 12. Then we've got the Flux Steelbook, Series 13. It's kind of annoying that if you put this on the shelf, it just says Flux on the spine, as opposed to Series 13, but at least they do mention it on here. Quite nice artwork. Again, it's just the Doctor and companions. I do like that they do that going forward. So Dan and Yaz. You have the rainbow effect from Flux. Very nice Steelbook. I quite like Flux as well. Then we've got the Season 13 Special Steelbook, which I do have this signed by 2 people. One of them is Colin Baker, and then on the back, you can't see it, but Nathan Pedler, a artist and supporting actor, did sign this Steelbook as well. So thank you for that. It's amazing. And again, went back to the busy stuff with Ace, Tegan, Sea Devils, The Master. Got a bit busy again on the back, but I do really like this Steelbook, and I'm glad I got it signed, and I'm hoping to get it signed by other Doctors too. Then the final Steelbooks we've got the 60th Anniversary Special Steelbook with Star Beast, Wild Blue Yonder, and The Giggle. Quite nice artwork, I suppose quite fun. It's got a bit of that Toymaker-esque vibe, hence why, you know, you got the Toymaker, you got a rough warrior robot, and you got the Meep on the back as well. Very nice little artwork, just the 14th Doctor, Donna, and the TARDIS. And then the final Steelbook is the newest Steelbook, obviously, the complete Season 1, featuring Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor. And they go back to square one, just the Doctor, and then on the back it is just Ruby Sunday. A very nice Steelbook, I love it, and it's just the time vortex in the background. So hopefully for Season 2 they will also go with just this Doctor and companion vibe. And that's it. That is all my Doctor Who Steelbooks. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and a comment. I'd love to hear what Steelbooks you have as well. We can just discuss what's your favourite design of Steelbook as well. What was your favourite artwork? What's your least favourite artwork? I'd love to be able to have these discussions with you guys. So I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye for now.